Hi, welcome to the Home Healer podcast. This is my new podcast and I'm really excited. I'm Hilla from Israel, but I'm shooting this podcast from the beautiful, exciting Bangkok. I'm also a mentor and an interior designer. But this podcast, the Home Healer, it's not about interior design. It's about self-healing. But I promise you that this podcast is going to be different. And why it's going to be so different? Because it's not about more information and knowledge. I'm not going to talk about another manifestation technique, meditation, affirmations, whatever you've been doing, because you know it even better than me. It's going to be an actual guidance with a special secret ingredient that I'm using with all my clients around the world. I hope you're ready for that because it's really going to be a new portal for a fresh game changer awareness. And we're going to talk about everyday challenges, self-love, self-healing, and the life and the money and everything that you want. So let me ask you something. If the walls in your home could speak, what would they reveal about your biggest fear, your debts, your money issues, your love life, your sex life, the relationship that you have with your kids, or your inspiration of having kids? Anything, your walls at your home can speak. This is called the home language. So how can you understand what is there between the walls that can help you to promote and advance your life? How can we really translate this information? Let's start by introducing myself. I'm Hilla. I am a mother of two amazing kids, Yali and Liam. 15 years ago, I was very confused and sad, had a lot of pain in my life. I had toxic relationships. I had no confidence. I wasn't inside my inner home, as I like to say. I didn't know who I was. And back then, well, I'm a dinosaur. I'm over 50. I didn't have an actual guidance, a roadmap. We didn't have all those podcasts and all this information that you have today. So little by little, I really want to be here for you, for this guidance. Later on, I created the Home Healer. So I'm going to teach you how to enter your inner home and be in this place of self-love with this special awareness ingredient. Actually, I want to tell you something. This special ingredient, it's so close to you. It's right within you, so accessible. And yes, I'm talking about your home, the one that you are living in. No matter if it's a rental or it's temporary, you like it, you don't like it. It's in Bangkok, in Tel Aviv, in LA. It's the place that you're currently living right here, right now. This place is so powerful and it contains a magnificent, huge information about the most important person in your world, which is you. But you're not aware of it, right? When you think about a home, you think about this physical structure with the walls and the doors and the view, a place to sleep in, to eat, to be cozy. Like me, I need my pillow right now. But no, we are capturing our homes only by our senses, right? We can feel, we can look, we can design it. But today at the Home Healer, I want you to know something completely different that will change your life. The home that you're living in actually has a completely different layer of awareness. When we see the physical, we see only the surface. We see one layer with the materials, with the colors, but beneath this physical realm, there is a much more interesting, cool, and powerful world, an energetic world. Everything that you see with your five senses is actually rotating in frequencies, in energy. And this energy is coded with a lot of information. It's an information about you. It's a mirror, very accurate one, of who you really are. Maybe you're going to tell me, Hilla, I know myself. I know who I am. So what's next? So I'm going to tell you something. First of all, you think you know yourself, but I promise you that you never entered to the real self to the inner home within you, the place that contains all the beautiful gifts and talents, what I call cosmic uniqueness, because each and every one of you have that, and that's your powers, and that's what will enter your doors to your confidence, to be more courageous. But we're going to talk about it later. So I promise to you that you never enter there, because you always perceive yourself by what other people say about you, right? What you have been told by your parents, what you have been told by your teacher, your friends, maybe later by your exes, your spouse, your kid, your community. And you think that you need to get married in a certain time. You think that you have to have kids, or you have to be this and you have to do that. That's not the real you. But the home that you're living in mirrors the real you. And you know why? What is the secret? The real you contains also a lot of layers. So you have your mind, your thoughts, your feeling, whatever you want, whatever you like, whatever you feel. But it seems that you want to manifest so many things and you don't know how to do it. Or you want something, you chase, you pursue it, but you don't succeed. Why? Because of this mysterious layer that lives beneath your thoughts and feelings in your conscious mind. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about subconscious mind. So this is the real boss. This is the boss that really governs and controls your life, your decisions. Why? Because all your core beliefs, your fears, your very significant memories and traumas, wishes, everything that is really who you are is rooted down there. But because it's subconscious, you're not aware of it. Although it's really managing your life. But you know who knows? Of course, your home. And I know it sounds crazy, but you are energy, you have frequencies, and you attracted the certain place, whether you like it or not. Maybe you're going to tell me, Hilla, no, I didn't attract this home. It wasn't my first choice. I didn't have enough money. I didn't want to live here. I relocated because of my husband's work or whatsoever. Everything can be true on the surface. I believe you. That's what you think. It's true, but it's not. It's your energy, your subconscious mind that was attracting this specific space. And this specific space that you are living in has the same frequencies of you. So don't you want finally to know what you really think, feel, and do when we're talking about money? Don't you want to reveal why maybe you have all those money issues over your life? Or maybe you're still single and you're an amazing person. You have so much to give, so much to share, but you're still single. It's not because you are not good enough. It's just because where you live or your society and what people tell you. Forget about all of this, excuse me, but bullshit. Everything is governed and controlled by our core beliefs in our subconscious mind. So there is something in there that blocks you. When I figured out what's blocking me, I removed all the dust, all those layers of dust from me. And the more I did, I got into my inner home by using the wisdom and information that is coded in your exterior home. This is the home healer. You can become a home healer. But I bet that until right now, you didn't even know that this power, this wisdom exists beyond the walls and the doors, everything that surrounds you. Right now, right here. Want to know how to use the home that you're living in to heal, propel, and prosper your inner home? Let's start. So, what do you see when you look at your home? If you show me the door at your home, I see the way you communicate with the world. I also see how you let or not letting possibilities and opportunities to enter to your life, like money, like love, like new friendships, new things. Let me tell you another thing. Think about the windows. Do you cover them? Do they have curtains? Are they covered by plants? Or they're dirty, clean, have a beautiful view or view that you really hate? Think about it for a moment, because I want to tell you all of this is information about you, the point of view of your life from your eyes. What do you think about the world? What do you think about opportunities, about your career, about everything that happens beyond and outside of your interior place? But windows is glass, so it has two sides. So what people can see and tell about you? Look at your home from the outside. Is it very open or it's very closed and private that nobody can really see where you live? So maybe you are a very private person. You keep your privacy. It's very important to you. Or you're hiding something. Doesn't mean that it's bad or good, but you don't want people to know something or some things about you. So windows are not just windows, and doors are not just doors. Also, the colors, the materials of your home is much more than meets the eyes. And by saying that, I mean you can really identify any block with money, with love, with relationship, with everything that is you. Your home reflects that. If not, you can think about what you can do so it will be reflected as a reminder to you. Before diving into how the home healer can really change your awareness, let's talk about something that any manifestation starts with. It doesn't start with another affirmation. It doesn't start with another meditation or standing in the mirror and thinking that you're nice, beautiful, smart. Try to believe it, or try to believe that you're rich, and you cannot do it because you feel detached from everything that you want. Let me tell you how we really do it. As I said, it's an actual guidance. It's not about more talking and information and blowing your mind, but later on, you keep your life on and not knowing what to do with it. So, have you ever looked at yourself? And I'm not talking about the mirror. I'm not talking about the new wrinkles or the hair or the makeup or your muscles or whatever it is. I'm talking about inner eyes looking in your inner home. Have you ever looked about what you really feel, what you really want in certain moments in life? You know, we are rushing. We are called human being, but actually, as I call it, we are human doing, because we're always like doing, scrolling the social media, going to work, making our own foods to ourselves, to our kids, running, watching the Netflix. We are doing, but we never stop to connect with our being. And the being part is so important. It's so important because it's not about stopping your life. It's about observing your life. It's about doing without the traditional action. And every great real life continuing manifestation starts with this key word. And you cannot skip by just doing another formula or using another manifestation technique. No, you cannot skip this step. At the Home Healer, we give you a gift of awareness. That manifestation starts with observation. And what is it exactly? Observation is looking, but not just looking. It's about looking with attention, with purpose, to learn, to grow. So when I'm talking about looking at yourself and observing who you really are, I'm talking about not just doing, but really experience something and then observe how you really feel. What does it mean to you? What do you really need? So have you ever been asked by your spouse, by a friend, by your parents, what you really want? Or you just keep doing because you are on an automatic pilot mode? If you really want a shift in your life, and I'm sure you want that, because anyone is facing a challenge. It could be minor, it can be a big challenge, life-changing decision. We are all having fears and doubts and challenges, but we cannot overcome them if we are not first stop to observe what are we feeling when we are experiencing a certain thing. But usually we don't do that. People that we have relationship with, they don't do that too. And then we live our life without being looked and observed. So how do we do that? You don't need to observe yourself directly. You can observe your home. Sometimes it's really difficult to look at ourselves, right? To face those feelings and thoughts because they're not easy. Usually there are fears and doubts. So how we overcome this barrier? The first question that you have to ask yourself is, what do I think and feel about my home? That's what I do with all my clients, because this very simple question can reveal a lot about what you really think and feel about yourself. It's like a very starting point, an anchoring point. So from now on, promise me that when you use your home as a healer for your inner being, don't judge, but use it with excitement, because it's information that can lead you to where you want to be. You cannot get to somewhere without knowing where you are. First of all, start scan your home. Even if you're not there right now, you can scan it in your imagination and ask yourself, which one is my favorite room? Which one I really don't like, and why? Why I don't like this place? Maybe you have some cracks, maybe you have some broken items and objects. Later on, I'm going to reveal to you what does it mean about you. Anything can be an indication. The second thing is knowing the most important language. That will lead you to the information hidden between your walls. We people, we speak in a different language, which is international. I'm here now in Bangkok and I see my filmmaker, and I don't speak Thai, but I can feel something. I can feel their feelings and I can sense their thoughts. Homes contain the thoughts and the feelings that we feel, but in a different way. By the frequencies of the colors, the materials, the view, the floor, the ceiling, the objects, everything, even the noises, the constant permanent noises that you have outside of your home. Dog barkings, constructions, some building has been built for around 3 to 4 years already, and you listen to that every day. And this is part of the home language. In the next session of the Home Healer, I'm going to reveal about the home language. Translate this information into thoughts and feeling, and about my leading powerful tool of the Home Healer that can show you how to immediately enter to your subconscious mind, so you will know what is there and what's blocking you, using your exterior home to do that, and then we can figure it out together. By then, promise me, when you enter to your home today, you start looking at it and know that the home that you're living in is a reflection of the home that you are living in, the inner home. Don't ignore anything. Love it, embrace it, and I will teach you how to feel at home, inner and exterior. So I hope to see you. I am Hilla, and have an amazing day. Bye.